Hello, welcome to News 9. I'm Nishtita, and first up, Finance Minister P. Chidambaram reacted to Yashwant Sinha's 18-point questionnaire at a press conference held in the Congress office in New Delhi. Talking at the conference, Chidambaram stated that the current financial year has gone on and will be close to 4.6%, and that the current account deficit will likely be small, estimated at around $35 billion.
Significant success is in sharply containing the current account deficit. Remember, last year was $88 billion, and no one gave us half a chance of being able to contain it or to finance it. This year, the year that ends today, we have not only contracted the current account deficit substantially, we have added to reserves. I think we will add about $25 billion reserves, and our reserves have crossed $300 billion this afternoon.
Also said that inflation had come down, though not tamed.
We've also contained inflation. I'm not saying we have tamed inflation, but we have moderated inflation. WPI inflation has come down. So has CPI inflation, but there is some distance to go. In order to help sections of people who deserve help, like farm labor, like producers of cereals like wheat, paddy, and commercial crops like sugarcane, I will keep a firm hand on the wheel until the last day, and I sincerely hope that I can hand over the wheel to another firm hand.
Well, in fact, this comes in response to Yashwant Sinha's attack on P. Chidambaram yesterday, where he went on to accuse the minister of being a spoiler for the Indian economy and asked him to answer an 18-point questionnaire on inflation, price rise and employment. Let's listen to what Yashwant Sinha had to say yesterday.
तो 3 बार चिदम्बरम साहब ने अर्थव्यवस्था को ठिकाने लगाने का काम किया है और वहीं लाकर खड़ा किया है जहां पर कि 1997-98 में 97-98 में वो छोड़कर गए थे। ऐसा लगता है कि जैसे उनकी आदत हो गई है कि मजबूत अर्थव्यवस्था उनको मिलेगी और वो उसको बर्बाद करके जाएंगे।
Well, my colleague Arun joins us with more details on this. Well, Arun, P. Chidambaram's attempt in countering the questions posed by Yashwant Sinha there.
That's right, Nishita, because clearly last evening's or last afternoon's press conference by the BJP former finance minister Yashwant Sinha had raised a lot of questions. In fact, he had made a pointed reference to the fact that on 3 different occasions when Chidambaram held the finance portfolio and was the union finance minister, actually the situation of the economy had only turned in the reverse gear. And the fact was that the situation of the economy was that it was at the same level where it was way back in 97-98. And that's the reason why you are seeing Chidambaram offer a rebuttal. In fact, the first opening remark he itself clarifies the fact that the current account deficit, which was supposed to be the big bother, will be coming in at $35 billion, way below the $88 billion that was clocked in FY 12-13. So clearly, Chidambaram coming out in defense of the UPA and UPA's economic policies and trying to drive home the point that the UPA has taken initiative and steps which are pro-poor and concerned at stimulating growth in the economy. But admittedly, Chidambaram also acknowledged the fact that as far as inflation is concerned, they have managed to control it but not tame it. That is a very important phrase, because if you have tamed inflation, that means it is firmly under control. But in this particular case, when he says it is under control, it clearly indicates that there is still some distance for the economy to walk before it can say with comfort that price rise will not be an issue, it will not bother many people, and that it will be a thing of the past. But that has not yet been achieved, and Chidambaram has been very honest in accepting and acknowledging the fact that as far as inflation is concerned, inflation moderation continues to be a bothersome element, Nishita.
And also we understand that P. Chidambaram has shot back at Yashwant Sinha, calling him a minister of the past and not to come to the fore once again, not to attempt to come to the forefront once again, and also calling all his questions puerile. Is this a befitting reply from whom we look at as a union minister?
It could be, Nishita, because remember the conditions under which Chidambaram has operated since 2008, when the world economic crisis began to take firm grip over the global economy, has changed things a lot. There's been, and most of the economies, particularly the vulnerable economies or emerging market economies, are the ones which have felt it on the chin. In fact, the US economy is still trying to grapple with growth. Europe is a completely forgotten story, and the lesser we mention about Japan, the better. Even that engine, which is supposed to keep the world economic activity stimulated and in a high growth rate, that was the Chinese economy, has moderated. So clearly, as far as the operating parameters are concerned, for Chidambaram, post 2008, September 2008, that's what he refers to, the Lehman Brothers crash. Things have changed a lot. In fact, things have changed radically after 2008. So clearly, as far as Chidambaram is concerned, things are totally different. Remember, in 2001 or 2003, things were totally different. In 2001, you had the aftershock from the 9/11 attack in the US. In 2003-4, things had slightly improved, but still there were not many worldwide issues. But in 2008, things changed, and they took a very drastic turn for the worse. So that is what Chidambaram is referring to, trying to defend the UPA's action, saying that the government went and spent a lot because it believed that public expenditure will boost economic growth. And there is some amount of truth in what he says, but to completely dismiss the issue of Yashwant Sinha's posers by calling them puerile seems to be a bit too fancy, because remember, inflation continues to be an issue, particularly for the poor, and what seems to be extremely ridiculous or gut-wrenching is the fact that at 100 rupees a kg, no family, rich or poor, can afford a kilogram of onions, although prices have moderated now, but at that point of time, it took a toll on everyone's pockets, Nishita.
Right, thank you for joining us with all those details there, Arun. Well, in fact, there we have it. In response to yesterday's questions posed by Yashwant Sinha, today Chidambaram retorted and went on to state that all the list of questions are puerile that have been posted by Yashwant Sinha over the weekend, and he even defended his government's economic policies and expounding on their benefits, and said that he hopes to hand over to another firm hand. And moving on now, Sabir Ali's wife Yasin Mali is protesting outside Naqvi's residence in Delhi, demanding an apology from the BJP leader for allegedly linking her family to terrorists. Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi, who is vice president of the Bharatiya Janata Party, last week alleged that Ali was close to Indian Mujahideen co-founder Yasin Bhatkal. Well, in fact, the Delhi police have asked Yasmin to move her protest from the venue. Expelled JDA leader Sabir Ali's wife Yasmin today sat on a protest outside the BJP leader Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi's residence, demanding an apology over the remarks regarding the family. In fact, Naqvi, vice president of the BJP, had last week alleged that Ali was close to Indian Mujahideen co-founder Yasin Bhatkal. Well, despite the imposition of the Code of Conduct, festivals such as Ugadi provide politicians an opportunity to bypass rules to entice voters. Perfect example of this was seen in Kolar today. The day after Udupi celebrated Ugadi, in fact, Vasa Dokudu is celebrated where many people hold a sumptuous feast with mutton and chicken on the menu. This was the feast that was organized in Kolar, and it definitely had a political hand ahead of the elections as candidates desperately tried to woo voters at least through the festival, as otherwise there are very strict rules that are put in place by the Election Commission.
ಯಾರು 1 kg ಮಟನ್ ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರ ಕಡೆ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ಓಟು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಇವರು ಬಂದು ಬೆಲೆ ಎಸ್ತಾ ಇರೋದ್ರೆ ಸಂತೆಯಲ್ಲ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಇದುವರೆಗೂ 300-320 ಹೊಡೆದಾಯ್ತು. ಈ ಯುಗಾದಿ ಈಚೆ ಇವತ್ತೊಂದು 400 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ಈಗ ಅಂದರೆ ರಾಜಕೀಯ ಚಿಕನ್ ಬಂದು ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಈ ವಾರ ಹಿಂದೆ 2 ವಾರ ಹಿಂದೆ 90ಕ್ಕೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ರು 100 ಕೊಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ರು. ಈಗ ಎಷ್ಟು ಗೊತ್ತಾ, 120, 50, 60 ಆಗ್ತಾಯಿದೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ಹೇಳ, ಇದೇ ಕಾರಣ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್.
Well, tomorrow is Ugadi and tomorrow is the Hosododuku, which is politicians have taken the opportunity to distribute mutton among the voters. One goat, the cost of one goat can go up to 20,000 rupees is what reports indicate, and the incident took place in Srinivasapura and Kolar. Now it is being said that goats are being brought on from far-off places, as one candidate is willing to buy up to 200 goats. Mutton rate too has gone up by 400 rupees a kg.